Both of us holding up, believing up. Yeah, I feel faded, feel faded as fuck. Yeah, I feel faded, feel faded as fuck. Yeah, I feel faded, feel faded as fuck. Hey, leave me alone. Hey, don't call my phone. Yeah, I feel faded.
Let's get it, baby. We back. We back for another episode. This is No Gray Area. Once again, I am Mac 1.
Hunter Woods. Go check out my YouTube channel, Hunter Woods. What you got?
Yeah, you know, it's Khari P from North Carolina. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's your boy Hit Town, man. Check me out on Instagram, 183 already. Yeah.
183 already. Let's get it. So, this episode, we talking about energy. What we got going on today? We talking about energy and what it means to us. You know what I'm saying? Energy can go a lot of ways. So, we about to see, you know what I'm saying, what, aspects this energy embodies. So, what do you think?
Energy is a pretty broad topic.
So, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear it?
When I think about energy, I'm thinking vibration. I'm thinking what type of essence do you harness in your body that other people can feel? You know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of like, it's like, how do I say it? It's like what people see when they see you.
Yeah, or rather what people feel when they're around you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you can be a toxic person and everybody's going to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because some energies don't make you feel good. But if you got that energy, you got good energy, people feel comfortable, people willing to talk, and people willing to, do whatever.
Sure.
Your energy is more important to your livelihood than what most people think. It seemed like some fairy dust type shit. It seemed like a really abstract type of thing because science don't really. I mean, science touches on a little bit of it. You know carbohydrates. That you need to eat certain things to give you actual energy do stuff. Yeah. But on this other side,
it's a spiritual energy.
It's a spiritual energy that we don't talk about at all.
It's like, to me, it's a big thing because one of the things that resonate with me when I think of energy is hurt people. That's like a big saying in my life because that's why I always try to make people feel good and I always try to make sure they're okay and all that. Because when you think about let's think about these shootings and all this craziness that's happened. People feel like gun laws are going to change all of this. You feel me? They feel like, all right, if we get stricter on the guns, we get stricter on this, that's going to change.
Hey, they're going to get a gun.
But yeah, people are getting this shit illegal every day.
Yep.
It's not like just because I changed this law, it's going to change. You got to change the way you treat these people.
You never know what somebody could be going through at that point in their life whenever you say something rude to them.
Yeah, for sure. So that's why I feel like this energy is a big thing because the way you go off on other people is the way they're going to go off on someone else. And it's just a downward cycle.
You just kind of redirecting that energy that was given to you.
Right.
So that's why it's so important because I always hear the phrase, the change begins with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want that to be the energy of whatever people's doing out there, you got to put that out there.
For sure.
Because that's you doing your part. You know what I'm saying?
And that kind of leads into what I want to talk about.
Go ahead.
What energy means to me. Us as creators, I want to put everybody in the mindset that they're a creator. They want to be a trendsetter. They want to just be themselves, whatever you want to be in life. Mm-hmm. Us as creators, it's not the energy I'm trying to put out. It's not if we're going to make it, it's when we're going to make it.
For sure.
Because if you have that mindset, whether we got 10 people listening or we got 1 million people tuning in, we're going to be ourselves. We're going to talk our shit, and we're just going to keep that good energy flowing. You know what I mean? So.
If you look at all the greats that's doing it right now, every podcast that you view as successful, they have an energy that is clearly them. They're not trying to imitate nobody. They're not trying to flex for nobody. It don't seem like they're doing nothing for some arbitrary reasons or, like how people say they part of Illuminati, like it's some other agenda going on and nothing like that. They literally seem like they just doing it for them.
So let me ask y'all, when it comes to the notion of how people say oh, you cannot somebody else cannot control your emotions, somebody else cannot do this. Do y'all feel like that's true, or how y'all feel about that?
That's a good question. Yes and no.
Word.
Because people say, "Oh, words, sticks and stones may hurt, but words can never hurt." It's a fucking lie. We all human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody say some crazy stuff to you, it's gonna affect you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna affect you. Now, what it is up to us is how you deal with how it affects you. Whether you're willing to take it in, and accept what they said or whatever you want to do, or you could just let it plague you.
Yeah.
And that's when it comes back to what you said: hurt people. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on what you do with what energy you meet.
Yo, speaking of like words and stuff, like the sticks and stones thing. So it's this experiment out there, right?
Yeah.
I forgot what the guy's name was that actually started this shit. But if you go out and buy 3 glass jugs, the same glass jugs,
You said glass?
glass jugs,
Like
like mason jars.
Mason
Word.
If you cook some rice, just regular rice, and put them the same amount in each one of those jars, and you seal them up, hermetically seal them or whatever, like glue them together, anything like that, so that nothing, no external force is messing with the rice. You tell one of them, you can label them too. You tell one of the jars that you love it, that you care for it, all that kind of stuff. You tell one of the jars that you hate it, that you wish it wasn't around, all that kind of stuff. And then the other jar, just ignore it.
You said it's rice in the jar?
Rice.
Okay.
So what the experiment, and a lot of people have done this experiment too. So the one that you've been feeding all this love to, that rice 2 months later, it's a 2-month experiment. The one that said love on it is like perfectly good rice after just 2 months. Nothing is wrong with it because you've been feeding that energy to it the whole while. The one that says the hate and you've been saying all this bullshit to is real moldy and just is
No external forces.
no external
Yeah,
forces
that's crazy.
Except for your voice.
except for your voice, except for your energy.
Energy's powerful.
And then the one that ignores is like kind of in between the two. Like
Okay.
it's not as moldy, but it's clearly not good enough to eat. People have been doing this shit for a long time now, and I'm thinking about doing it myself. But that just tell you that what you say and the emotions that you put behind what you're doing, it really make a difference. It makes the world of a difference. So imagine if, like, I'm talking to you all the time. I'm telling you I love you, like you my boy, all this kind of stuff. Now I tell somebody else, what I'm saying, that, man, fuck you, I hate you, all this kind of shit. Of course, they're gonna respond different to you.
That's because good energy reciprocates.
Yeah, and then even like you gotta actually say those words, the way you act, the way you treat
Your
people.
actions.
Your actions, the way you actually feel. Have y'all ever walked into a room and everybody was like down about something, like the teacher might have just said something or something like that, and you walk in, you don't know what the hell going on, but you walk in like, damn,
You can
the
feel
vibe
it.
off in this one good.
So I like, all right. So this is where, like, for me, things get a little controversial because, like, what I'm gonna say is the way we're going in today's society, like, we feel like everything is like this deal with energy is bullying. I don't feel like everything is bullying just because I say, like, I have an opinion on something and I say it and it may disagree with what you're saying and I may say mine in a little, because I'm a confident person, so when I speak I like to
Get your point across.
put my chest out, head up, all that stuff.
That's what
so like when I talk, it may come off a little aggressive, and then I hate when I do that and then somebody say something like, oh, you're bullying him. I'm not bullying nobody. I'm just saying my point to a place where it's like, all right,
You speaking your
Yeah.
truth, and you don't mean no malice.
yeah, I don't mean no malice. And that's I feel like we need to learn in our society today to draw the line, because just because somebody's saying something don't necessarily mean they're trying to like bully
Exactly.
somebody.
It's not
Right.
coming from a negative place.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead. What you about to say?
It's just back to what you're saying, it's how you take it in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then what you're going to do with it once they've told you what's going on. You kind of get what I'm saying with that?
Exactly.
Right.
It's all perception. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not. It's not negative. Like like what you're saying, you're not saying it as something
Yeah, yeah.
negative. It's just you being objective,
Yeah, for
or
sure.
maybe being subjective. It doesn't matter, but that's your truth.
Yeah.
And people have to accept that their truth might differ from someone else's. So you got to be able to differentiate that and differentiate the energy, so you don't take it as bad
Yeah,
energy.
if
Now
you're-
you
we
redirecting it.
we put the title bullying on this
Yeah.
broad range of things when really bullying is just a small piece of the pie for real. Because I don't know what type of schools y'all came up in, but pretty much like roasting people.
Yeah.
That was like the main.
That was
that's
like
the,
entertainment.
It was entertainment, but it was one of the main things. Like it's social calibration. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
how you gonna know if you looking dusty and shit if ain't nobody told you?
That's what I'm saying.
For
I
real.
feel like
you're not gonna listen to your mama.
hell no.
You're not gonna listen to your mama. Like you ain't in school right now. You ain't in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna listen to your boys, and you finna listen to all these people in school to like guide you in the right direction. It's gonna if it don't hurt you, then.
But
you know,
it teach you a lot from that too, because it teach you how to stand up for yourself.
True that.
It's like even in today, like I take like like them are little lessons from back in the day, but it teach me like I'm a man that's gonna stand on what I believe in. I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, just because you say something, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna stand on what I believe in. So things like that, like being able to speak up for myself and talk back. Because I have a problem, like, are you roasting? I'm gonna roast back at you.
Exactly.
And that's me standing up for myself, and I feel like that's an important thing of today because there's a proper way to stand up to authority. You shouldn't just go off and just be super disrespectful.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you sit there, speak up, and tell them how you really feel.
If you know there's something wrong about it, like you feel it down. Like,
Yeah.
all right, they're talking all this crazy stuff, but I'm saying it towards me. But I know there's something wrong with it. But this is the way they've done it for years. So maybe I should or shouldn't say something about it. You need to speak up for yourself and do what's right for you. You got to like put yourself first in a way. Because if you don't put yourself first, nobody else is.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll tell you
That's
that.
loving yourself.
Yeah.
Straight
sure.
up. That's what that stemmed from. If you love yourself, speak your truth. And that's kind of like what it comes down to.
Yeah,
So
for
you
sure.
saying, you stand up for yourself and just you loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the energy we should be spreading. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like everybody in this world owe it to themselves to calibrate themselves accordingly. If you out here and you just going along with it and you don't care about nothing, then guess what? That's you. But you can stay over there with all that stuff.
Right.
If you in everybody's face with everything that you're saying, you trying to be mean and rude to people, then everybody else should have done did the work to calibrate themselves to check you on this shit.
Right. Because I'm going to tell
That's
you,
how I feel.
I had a real life experience with that yesterday. I'm out to eat. My parents are in town. Or my stepdad, his lady friend, they're in town. We're eating our dinner. We're at a nicer restaurant. Across the table, this girl is she's cussing, she's being loud, she's putting all that bad energy out. And we can't even enjoy our meal as a family.
Yeah.
Just because she's over there cussing and ranting, everybody's, just putting off that bad energy.
Yeah.
So you got to surround yourself with those people who are going to make you better if you want to go places more than what you're at. Because you don't want to stay where you're at your life and just be like content. You always want to strive.
But also don't put. I feel like you shouldn't put people around you that just gonna agree with you. Because like it's healthy. Like me and Matt, we done had a lot of conversations where like we may not. Yeah, like we may not like see eye to eye, and but that's good because we need to have them conversations that like I need somebody me. You ask me, I'm right all the time. You ask me, and that's why it's good to have my friends around me that willing to be like, nah, that's fucked up, or hey, you messing up right there, or whatever. Because like, hey, you don't. Sometimes you cannot see that from another person's point of view. Sometimes you see it from your point of view, and that's it. You know what I mean?
That's what all these people in power, mainly like rappers and stuff, that are really influential in their groups. I mean, you hear them say that shit all the time, man. Yes. They can't find no woman that they feel like them for them because they just gonna say from Jump Street. All the guys that's around them, they just gonna put out whatever music that they feel like because they don't got people around them be like, nah, that ain't it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got all these yes men around them, and then it winds up making a person that's not accountable for shit, that just they're just doing whatever.
You become delusional.
You become delusional.
You need that person that's gonna tell you that ain't it, G.
Life should never be.
You need that.
I think that you living life wrong if for a long period of time it seems like a cakewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
should be getting challenged from time to time.
For sure.
Yeah. You just should be. If you walk around like, everything's good, and you're doing that for years, what kind of progress are you making?
I ain't gonna lie though, for me it's weird at the same time because like I think differently on a lot of things. Like my like the way I think of things. That's why I love this one Kevin Gates line. I need a woman that thinks like me, so I can't be wrong. Because because the way I think, like for certain females, like they probably wouldn't go along with the way I think because like it's just like a different way of thinking. I think like I try to convert a lot of things into jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, because I don't try to take things too serious.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah. So like I can. But nah.
But that's another thing when you're talking about your partner or your life partner.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you need for your woman, and on the other side, a woman needs for a man. They need to be on the pretty much the same.
Yeah, y'all need to be on the same page.
mindset.
about
Same
stuff.
mindset.
Yeah,
It's
for
gonna
sure.
be some things like shit. She might like scary movies. You might like action movies.
Yeah,
and shit. But
But y'all's principles should align.
y'all
Yeah,
principles
for sure.
should align. Y'all, what my mama say? Y'all should be evenly yoked.
Yeah.
Y'all should be evenly yoked because when you traversing through life, you want people to handle situations the way that you handle situations.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're really fiscally responsible, and the girl that you wind up getting, she just say, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna blow all this money on everything." How y'all gonna?
Nah, that's not a way to live.
Hey,
You got it's like a fucking seesaw.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no balance in that.
And here go the animosity, and here go all this other stuff.
Snowball effect.
But when it comes to like everybody and a whole, like when you're out dealing with the rest of the world, that's when you need all those extra skills. You need to know how to harness your own energy and be able to be influential in your own way, whether it be knowing how to implement jokes the way you want to, or if you're more of a serious person, then shit, your shit better really be together. You know
For
what I'm
sure,
saying?
for
So you can get things done.
Gotta have that niche, baby.
You gotta have it.
For sure. But it's like, man, energy, man. It transcends, man. Like you gotta
Energy
meet.
a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to meet, or it's not gonna work. No matter what you do, whether it be with your old lady, whether it be just friendship, like us. You know what I'm saying? You just have to meet. We're all gonna have differences of opinion, but if the principles on the line, if the vision don't align, like if y'all don't have, similar trains of thought. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You just have to be on that level,
Yeah.
and that all comes back down to energy. You know, we all were raised with certain morals.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We all from the South.
Right.
You know how yes ma'am, no ma'am. You know how we rock.
Yeah.
So we kind of connect on that. We open the door for women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
right,
just
yeah.
how we go. Like
That's why it's so weird going like
Yeah.
other regions and shit,
And then they
or
don't-
people from other regions.
Yeah.
Like for me, I can't like. My fault, man. There's like a lot of times I can tell if I'm a vibe with somebody from the first conversation we have. Like, you know what I mean? Just from like straight up, just like saying what's up, man.
Yeah.
We just like talking because like if the first thing you say to me is negative, like oh I hate this or hey,
First
this
price
is
is everything, bro.
like I can't rock with it because that's not what I'm on. I'm on like hey let's have fun, let's enjoy life, hey let's figure out a way we gonna go out and do some fun. You know,
Yeah.
have fun, do what we do. Like
That
I don't
shit.
know.
But
That's
man,
just
when
like
I tell you,
my bad.
oh, you got it.
We was talking about how like you grow up saying yes ma'am, no ma'am.
yeah.
In Virginia, I'll be like, we're in Virginia if you ain't know. None of us are from Virginia. All right. So I say yes ma'am to somebody, and this 20-something-year-old woman, she says, "Why you think I'm old?" Like, no, that's just respect.
Respect, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not saying you're old lady. I'm just saying yes ma'am.
You deserve that respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Virginia, man, I'm tired of y'all acting like y'all ain't really from the South.
Yeah.
y'all want to act like y'all this DMV, man. Nah, bro, y'all in the South now. Stop playing with it.
Is Virginia really South though?
They not, but we from the.
It's too many people from the South that's up here.
We from the DMV. We from the DMV. Nah, get out of here.
But man, it really comes down to energy. So
I don't know, man. I think that energy. So I've been getting into spirituality a lot.
For sure.
I grew up Christian. My parents, drove me to church every Sunday. This little hook on the back of my head, I was on the pew like that. You know what I'm saying? I was in there. You know what I'm saying? But the older I get, while I'm not renouncing my Christian beliefs at all. I take a lot of things from Christianity, but at the same time, I'm seeing life as more of it's more vibration. I see people as more spiritual beings that are just living this human experience as opposed to the other way around. So when I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, just because they're not vibing with me right now, I try not to hold it against them. Even though I am a person that really does hold grudges. I hate that I'm that way, but I mean, if you rub me the wrong way, it takes a long time.
It is what it is.
Because I try to give everybody a chance from Jump Street, and if you come left at me, I'm kind of standoffish at that point, and I'm trying to get around that. But I try to remember that everybody has their own vibration, and you got to sync up. You know how you on your phone and shit, and you trying to pair up to something. It has the button there to pair up to it, but sometimes it just don't pair up how it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta press that button again, you know what I'm saying? And I had to press it 3 times, you know what I'm saying, before it pair up. And I think that's how people are too. Sometimes you gotta try multiple times to, you know what I'm saying, to just to get it right, man.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because when me and Hunter Woods met each other, we didn't like each other.
Oh, for real?
I hate this motherfucker when I said, we was, I'm not gonna say that. All right, so we was we was at work. We weren't vibing. We weren't vibing at work. I ain't want to be there. He ain't want to be there.
Yeah.
But we found a mutual hate for something. It's kind of like when girls argue.
Yeah.
So 2 girls might be best friends because they don't like this girl.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they're friends.
Yeah.
We're the 2 girls with the best friends just because we don't like this girl.
That's my guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah, I feel that. Like, and for me, I remember like me being younger, I used to hate when people didn't like me. Cause like for me in my head, I'm like, how can you not like me? How can you not like me? Like, bro, all I do is tell jokes and make motherfuckers laugh, bro. How can you? Who are you about to like me? So like, man, for me, yeah, bro. But me growing up, I realized, bro, like I'm one of them people, bro. Like I'm really one of them people. Like you gonna either love me or you gonna hate me, bro.
Bro.
I'm not like they're not really in between with me, like because like I'm gonna tell these jokes and you gonna love these jokes, or you gonna be like, damn, that motherfucker annoying, bro. You always cracking jokes, bro. Like, but yeah, that shit used to kill me when motherfuckers like, I do not like you. Who the fuck are you?
Like the game fucked up.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, I felt that shit.
Yeah.
They're like, niggas, you are weird.
Yeah.
You are weird.
Yeah,
not
bro.
me.
Like that shit used
But
to
you know,
hurt
that
me.
kind of comes back to living your truth. Because you know, you doing you so hard.
Yeah.
How can you not fuck with it? Yeah, like, I feel that. I feel that. So for someone not to fuck with it, it makes you think.
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
But maybe it's something they're dealing with. And that's when that adult talk comes in. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe it's something they dealing with.
Yeah.
Because you know you're doing you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, I've been me my whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it is with talking to women sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll be out at the club or something like that. You know, I'm say something witty as hell. Oh, shawty, you know, your shoes matching your shirt and your shirt matching. It's just some bullshit. And then for her not to laugh. What? Shut I'm funny as hell, okay? Bro, what are you saying? It should make no sense.
I thought I had the most clever line once. I was like, I walked up to this chick, I'm like, so what are we drinking? She grabbed the drink, said, I got my drink. What you drinking? I look at her. Hey, I look at her. She look at me. I'm like, oh, what? I did me a little golf face, walk away.
You gotta come with that energy.
Well, hey, more of the story is you gotta do you and take whatever come with that shit, man.
Take whatever
some gonna be good, some gonna be bad. Like you said, either gonna love it or you gonna hate it.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm 19. I'm new to this adult shit. Okay?
Yeah.
I was in high school 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. When I first got out of high school, I'm out here. I'm spreading myself thin. Trying to do this, do that, impress her, do this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It became too much at one point, and I just switch, flipped.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna do me. Because I was so spread thin, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So and so's doing this, so and so's doing that. Nah, I'm gonna be me, and if you like it, cool.
Yeah.
If you don't, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that's the bridge to adulthood? Is
Oh,
when,
definitely.
when you finally decide,
Yeah.
you get
Holy
that switch,
shit.
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna do me.
That's not even
Seriously.
just, man, is that even adulthood?
And
I think that's just,
The earlier you can realize that, the better off you're gonna be.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
seriously.
You realize you
It-
just gotta do you for you.
It might have took me 19 years to learn this, but I'm here.
Yeah.
For sure.
Once you're good, you good. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
bro.
I think
used
it's,
to,
I really think it's a cross between knowing what you like to do and balancing that with what you need to do.
Yeah, figuring out what matters and what
It's a
don't
medium,
matter. You know.
Because depending on where you are in the world, depending on what type of situation you start out with, you know, your family situation, you got to balance all that out, and it's not an easy thing to do, for real. It's really not. My personal situation, I didn't have it as bad as some people, but I didn't have it as great either. You know, kind of middle of the road type situation.
For sure.
And when it comes down to it, if every time that I saw myself doing something that I didn't really want to do, it ended up horrible.
Yeah.
It ended up horrible every single time.
Yep.
So I think personally, from a young age, I always did what I wanted to do, whether that would come off as being nonchalant about some shit, or maybe I didn't give a shit about, you know, what everybody was supposed to care about, and maybe I was weird, you know, whatever. But at
Right.
the end of the day, it's the best advice I ever got from anybody. My boy was like, "Hey man, if you do what if you do what you want to do, from like all the time, then eventually you're gonna start getting paid to do what you want to do.
Right.
Man, that's fire.
Eventually,
Damn.
whether that take a day, a year, years. Eventually, if you're doing what you want to do all the time, you're going to get paid for what you want to do. You're going to be fulfilled in it, and you're not going to be using up all that good energy that we're talking about.
Because you get drained.
It's
at some
tiring
point.
doing
Yeah,
shit that you
it's
don't
a
want
fact.
to do. It's so tiring, bruh. So I'm 30. Man, my whole life I just been taking. How much time we got?
Go ahead. Do take
Man,
finish your point.
man, I've been taking so many jobs just to get money. Just to get money. And that's all I've been doing. I've been working from this job. I don't like that job for real. I'm doing this job. Oh, I'm in college. I don't really want to be here for that, but you know what, whatever. I know degrees get money, so I'm just gonna be in it for some bullshit I don't want to do. I've been doing that kind of shit my whole life. And then it gets you to a place where it's like I can get some money, but am I fulfilled? So that's the point I'm at right now. I want to do exactly what I want to do. Exactly. And so it's not no room for no bullshit down the road. Like, oh man, I wish I would have. Oh, regret here. Oh, regret here. Like, fuck all that. Do what the fuck you want to do. Whether that be with your jobs, whether that be with your relationships, whether that be with your spiritual development, do whatever makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, you gotta live with you.
That's a fact. You gotta go do that shit. Not nobody else.
Yeah, for
You go to sleep by yourself. I mean, it might be somebody next to you and go to sleep, but nigga, when you close your eyes, you dream your own dreams.
Hey, watch out for them. You should, motherfuckers. Right? They out here. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I could have blank.
Yeah, fuck all that
No,
shit,
bro,
man.
fuck
Do
that,
what you
fuck
gotta
that.
do what you want to do. And at the end of the day, you don't really gotta worry about anything.
Yeah.
But this has been no gray area. I feel like it was a good episode. Energy. We will probably touch on this topic again in the future.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. This is just good. This is endless. You know what I'm saying? It's infinite topic. So we're going outro. So my name is Mac1.
Hey, it's Hunter Woods. Go subscribe to the channel.
Hey, Khari P, you already know.
Man, right upside your head, but it's hit time, man.
Hey man.
Hey, another great episode.
Hell yeah. I really hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope it helped somebody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody who was going through this shit. Maybe somebody who was going through the shit he just touched on. Shit, be blessed. Y'all have a good afternoon. Let's get it.